To receive instant notification each time I upload, please hit the subscribe button and the bell notification. Thank you. Senate leadership announced a bipartisan deal on an approximately $900 billion economic relief package late Sunday afternoon that would deliver emergency aid to a faltering economy and a nation besieged by surging coronavirus cases. After months of contention, the negotiations and seemingly intractable partisan gridlock, both Majority Leader Mitch McConnell and Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer took to the Senate floor to say that a deal had been finalized and could quickly be approved. The emerging stimulus package was expected to direct hundreds of billions of dollars in aid to jobless Americans, ailing businesses, and a host of other critical economic needs that have grown as the pandemic ravages the country and batters the economy. McConnell is quoted as saying, "More help is on the way. Moments ago, in consultation with our committees, the four leaders of the Senate and House finalized an agreement, and it would be another major rescue package for the American people. Our citizens continue battling this coronavirus pandemic this holiday season, and they will not be fighting it alone." Schumer then took to the floor while calling the aid package insufficient. He also heralded as a critical measure to give the new president a boost, a head start, as he prepared to right our ailing economy. The House on Sunday night prepared to approve a one-day extension of government funding to allow the final bill text on the relief package to be written. The stopgap measure would then have to be approved by the Senate and signed by the president to prevent a government shutdown after midnight. Lawmakers had already finalized key economic relief measures, including stimulus checks of up to $600 per person. The size of that benefit would be reduced for people who earned more than $75,000 in 2019, similar to the last round of stimulus checks, according to two people who spoke on the condition of anonymity to share details of private deliberations. The stimulus checks would provide $600 per adult and child, meaning a family of four would receive up to $2,400 up to a certain income. Congress would also extend federal unemployment benefits of up to $300 per week, which could start as early as December 27. While this broad agreement on stimulus checks and unemployment insurance, they caution nothing is final until the bill text is released. The size of the payment would diminish for those who earned more than $75,000 in the 2019 tax year and disappear altogether for those who earned more than $99,000. Adult dependents are not expected to qualify for the stimulus payments. People familiar with the negotiations said despite a push from congressional Democrats. The deal would include stimulus payments for families in which one of the parents is not a citizen. The deal of overextending federal jobless benefits for millions of unemployed Americans at a level of $300 per week would cover up to 11 weeks of unemployment, at least through March. Aides familiar with negotiations and unemployment benefits programs for contract and gig workers, which is also set to expire at the end of the year, would be extended also for another 11 weeks for those workers as well. If Congress doesn't act, 12 million Americans could lose unemployment aid after Christmas. Negotiators also agreed to extend the deadline for states and cities to use unspent money approved for them by the CARES Act, two people familiar with internal deliberations said. States and cities have until the end of the year to spend billions of dollars before it expires and is to be returned to the federal government. The deal would instead extend that deadline for a full year. Republicans have successfully opposed Democrats in the demands for hundreds of billions of dollars in state and local aid. Many local governments are experiencing steep declines in tax revenue and have been warning of layoffs. Extending the deadline for using leftover funding from the CARES Act, however, allows Democratic lawmakers to say they still provide some relief to ailing municipalities. This is Felicia Lockhart, and this has been the Lockhart News Brief.
Lockhart Perspective.